This is my project directory. I am in the Appwrite folder. Here I'll create a new project, right? I'll open my editor. You can choose editor of your choice. I just use VS Code because I prefer it. Now, here we'll open a terminal and create a new project, right? So we'll write npm create React app, and let's just name it ToDo demo, ToDo Appwrite. So for those of you who have never built React, I would suggest you watch. I'm sorry, I'm going to use npx and that should work. For those of you who haven't used React before, I would suggest that you go and watch my tutorial on React. I have a 1-hour video on the basics of React, and only because I think React is a prerequisite for this. I'll also be creating a video where you can directly integrate this backend Appwrite into a simple HTML site as well. But for now, this is going to be a React project. So I do believe it's necessary that you know React, right? Let's wait for this to install and we'll come back to it. Now, you'll see that our React project is completed. I'll just open it in another video. So I'll just do and I'll just close the previous window, and this is our project, right? So what I like to do to start a project is just delete the source folder first and create one new entire src folder and create only the required. And if you don't know what these snippets are or how you can enable them, just go into the extensions tab, right, and search for React.js snippets, right? So you search for React and you'll see this extension ES7 React Redux React Native snippets. So you'll see all these snippets are coming from this particular extension. I've already installed it, but you can do so as well. And to one of these snippets is RAFC. It basically produces a functional component, right? So here you have the basic code, and then we'll also create a index.js, and in this index.js we'll basically render our app.js, right? So first we'll just create a root. So we'll create root by the react dom.create root document.id, and root.render will just render the app, right? So if you want, you can also just put the entire app in a strict mode. So what we can do is put react.strict mode and just wrap our app inside it, right? We'll get React and we'll also import React DOM. So that's it. So we'll import React DOM, we'll just create root and initialize our app. And in the app, let's just leave it as it is and initialize our application, right? Let's see how our app looks right now. It takes a while. Right now, this is what our application looks like, right? So now let's start customizing this application, right? Before we begin, let's actually see what we are going to do. So we'll have a slash route, right? We'll keep the login page here. We'll have a sign up route. We'll keep the sign up page here. The sign up page, and then we'll have the profile page, right? Here we'll show all the to-dos to the login user, right? So these are the only 3 routes that we'll require in our application. So let's just set up all these routes, and to create each of these pages we'll need some components, right? So what we'll need is, first we'll need a login component, a sign up, then we'll also need in the profile page, we'll need the profile component. Inside that though, we'll also need the to-dos list, and then we'll need a footer. You see, in the original app we had that all active and completed. That footer, we'll have that separately, or rather we'll just keep it in the profile page directly. The to-dos form, the modal that popped up, so to-do form, basically the modal that we saw. So I think that's it for all the components that we'll need. Now let's set up all this in React, right?